Welcome to my channel where I share my journey as an independent artist doing craft markets and selling online. Today I wanted to take you behind the scenes of my preparation process for craft markets. As a vendor, it's really important to have everything organised and ready to go before the big day. One of the things I like to do before a market is to prepare my art prints, keychains, stickers and anything else I plan on selling at the market. I carefully choose which designs to bring, making sure to have a variety that will appeal to different customers and show off some of my best work. Once I've decided which pieces to bring, I'll start the process of printing, cutting and packaging each item. It can be time consuming, but I think it's worth it to ensure that everything is of high quality, ready to sell and easy to transport to the market on the big day. I also make sure to have extra stock on hand in case any items sell out, because I have had items sell out in the past. After I've packaged and printed everything, I organise them in storage boxes for easy transport to the market. You want everything stored in small enough boxes so they can fit everything in, but you can easily transport them in your car and carry them over to your space that you're assigned on the day. I also make sure to bring all the display materials I need to showcase my products in an eye-catching and colourful way. Preparing for craft markets can be a lot of work, but it's worth it to see the final result and interact with customers who appreciate your work. The last thing I did the night before was make sure everything was in the same place so I could easily grab it all and put it into my cart the next morning. You can also pack everything the day before if you prefer. I made sure I had the stuff I really needed, like my cash box. I just have some $1 and $2 coins in here and some cash to give as change. It's important to have because a lot of people will pay with cash at markets. I also have my Square reader for card payments. I did a final quality check on my tote bags and folded them up ready for transport to the market. And then I decided last minute to change my prices. I realized I wasn't making enough profit on my stickers, so I just upped the prices by $1. With that being said, let's get into some clips from the market. I'll show you how I set up, what display items I used, how my table looked, and a little bit of a behind the scenes look into what it looks like from my perspective as a vendor. Later on in the video, I'll talk about my experience, how much money I made, and whether I think it was worth it to vend at this market. I'll also give some advice and tips that should help you if you'd like to try tabling at a market in the future. As a vendor, it can be kind of nerve-wracking when the market opens and there aren't many customers around. This is actually the perfect time to prep and get your store ready for the day. So during this time, people are usually walking around and getting a feel for the market vibe before they dive into any stalls. So a great idea is to use this time to prep more products like sticker packs or pins. They're small items that are easy to put together and can be a great way to bring customers into your stall. I like to put mystery bags together during this time. They're little bags that I sell at a low price point of $3. They're filled with a random selection of my products and are a great way to give customers a taste of what I offer, like a mini sampler of my work. The best part is it often brings customers back to my stall later in the day to grab more items. They remember the fun little mystery bag that they got earlier and want to see what else I have to offer. be horrible. Like, it doesn't have to all be good.
It's looking pretty good.
Huh?
Hello.
With return start events departing Adelaide plus breakfast totally
Want to be in the vlog?
Yeah, I'm in the vlog.
Do you give your permission to be in it?
Look, he's back.
Sure, I'll give permission. I've just made a
I had my first outdoor craft market yesterday. It was the biggest market that I've done so far. I've done 3 markets previously that were indoor. This one was by far the biggest. The ones I've done before were more like maybe about 30 stall holders. This one was 60, so it was about double the size. And they also had things like gin tasting, like football events, because it was for a local football club. So I'm just going to talk a bit about how I prepared for the market, my experience. I'm hoping this information will help you if you're looking to do craft markets in the future, because I watched a lot of these kind of videos before I started doing craft markets at the end of last year. So yeah, I'm hoping I can kind of add to the wealth of information here on YouTube. So yes, it was an outdoor market. It differs from indoor markets because you have to consider things like the weather. Thankfully it wasn't raining. We had like maybe 5 seconds of rain and then it was sunny for the most of the day, but there was a bit of wind. So I couldn't lay my stickers out on the table like I normally do. I normally have my acrylic stand and then I have some of my stickers laid out flat so people can kind of get like a real, it kind of like draws their eye better to which ones they want and they can pick them up and they don't have to like flick through them in the acrylic stand. I did try to lay my stickers out on the table and the wind was not happy with that and tried blowing them away. So I had to quickly fix that problem. So how was the vibe on the day? It was decent. There was good music playing. The store holder next to me was very helpful. She was kind of explaining how she handles situations with the wind and stuff. Like she uses blue tack to stick down all of her products on the table to make sure they don't move. So I did start doing that as well, to stick down some of my art prints and stuff. It's good to have a chat with her, and I got to have a good chat with some other customers that were artists as well, and they were talking about doing markets in the future. So I kind of gave my advice and my experience, and that's one of the best things about doing markets is that you get to meet other creative people, and it's kind of almost like a networking event, but it feels a lot more genuine because you actually get to chat with other people in the creative space and like learn from them and they can learn from you. That's one of the main benefits of doing markets for me. It's not really about the profit, although it's also nice to make a bit of money as well. So as far as I could tell, I was the only store holder there selling stickers. One thing that did disappoint me was I saw some MLM resellers like Nutrimedics, Tupperware and Scentsy at the market, which is not really what I want to see at a craft market. And it kind of feels like it devalues the hard work of like actual artisans and creators that are making handmade products to see people just reselling stuff. And there were a few like obvious AliExpress resellers too, which is not something that you want to see at like a local community craft market. But it was the host's first time hosting a craft market and it was meant to be like a fundraising event for the local football club. So maybe they just wanted to get as many stall holders in there as they could, or maybe they weren't aware of what MLMs are all about. But yeah, that's something that I didn't like seeing. The craft markets that I've done previously have, from what I could tell, been like actual handmade products and local businesses and that kind of thing, which is much of a better vibe to me. The demographic wasn't really like my target demographic. I'm mostly targeting people like from people that buy from me online. The majority of my customers are like kind of similar to me, like the same age range. They're into art, like cute, colorful things, kind of like Studio Ghibli inspired, nature focused, colorful artworks. But I've noticed when I do these in-person markets, the people that I appeal to most are children and like young teenagers. So I've kind of switched my focus to them for in-person markets because I know it's very different to the my customer base online. So I've been making some like more children-focused stickers like unicorns and dinosaurs and that kind of thing. So I sold quite a lot of stickers. I think that was my best-selling item. The 3D printed keychains that my partner made and I made the stickers for, so they look like little Game Boy and Nintendo 64 cartridges. Those were a big seller, the sticker 3-packs and the sticker 5-packs. I didn't sell any art prints, which I'm not really surprised by. It was just really like a fundraising, like local community market. So there was kind of anything and everything, not really arts focused. And I could tell if it was specifically an art and craft market, I think I would have sold more prints like I have at the past markets that I've done. Yeah, the keychains and the stickers were pretty good sellers. And another one of the really good things about markets is that you can actually like see your customers interacting with your products. Like there was a little boy that came up and he saw my capybara sticker that I had up on my display, and he was like, "Oh my God, Mom, capybara, capybara." Like he was so happy to see it. And he really wanted the capybara sticker, and his mum ended up getting it for him, and he was like just so happy. And like chatting with people when they come over and they're like flicking through the stickers and they're like, "Oh my God, that's so cute, that's so cute. I can't believe you drew these yourself." Like it's really cool to have that connection with people in real life and actually meet your customers, which you obviously don't get that experience when you're selling online. And it's also a good way to judge like which products people are really drawn to and get a better understanding of what your customers are looking for and what they like to see. So if you are a small artist or like even an established artist and you haven't done markets before, I would like really recommend them, even if it's not profitable, just for that experience of meeting customers and meeting other store holders. Markets that I have done so far, each one that I've done, I've ended up getting some like custom orders coming in after the market or even at the market itself. This one, someone did place a custom order for a birthday card in a tote bag for their partner who's really into frogs. And I've done things like wedding favors and like custom logo stickers from people that I've met at markets. So that's a really good benefit of it too. So yeah, and it's just a good way to get your name out there and get exposure if you're starting out. So it's something that I would definitely recommend if you're a small artist. Let's get into how much money I made now. The table fee for the market was $40. I didn't actually have to spend anything for this market really. I only made like a few stickers and art prints specifically for the market. I already had all of my inventory ready because I sell online. So I already had all my stickers ready to go. I already had my display items because I've done markets in the past. So I didn't need to buy any display items. I already had my tables, my tablecloths, my gazebo, my chairs. So there were really no upfront cost for this market except for the $40 table fee. I also have a Square Reader which I use to take card payments. I know in America some store holders use Venmo and PayPal to take payments, but we don't have that here in Australia. It's really just cash and card payments with the Square Reader. So the total amount collected for the day was $129. The breakdown is $68 in cash and $61 on card. Square took a fee of $1.16, so my net total was $127.84. My top selling items were my 2 packs of keychains, which worked out to $32, sticker 3 packs, $21, sticker 5 packs, $20, 1 tote bag, which I sold for $20, and 2 enamel pins, which were $16. And I also sold a few just single stickers as well. So overall, even though it wasn't my target demographic, I think it was a successful day. The good weather was definitely a big help. I'm glad there was no rain or like really severe wind, although we were my partner said we were on damage control for the whole market because every time there was a gust of wind, like something would get blown away. My entire like grid setup almost got blown off the table at one point. So that's definitely something to watch out for if you're doing outdoor markets. I'll have to figure out how to keep things more secure in the future. Overall, a pretty positive experience, and I think it was definitely worth it. I met some really nice people, I learned a lot, and I made a bit of profit. That is a net positive for me. If you want to see another video about my craft market experience, just click here. I did one of my last craft market, which was an indoor craft fair. So yeah, go watch that one if you want to learn more about the setup process. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.